What happens when the promise of safe, reliable air travel becomes a gamble with your plans, your money, and sometimes even your safety? In 2025, while aviation technology reaches new heights, certain airlines have plummeted to unprecedented lows in passenger satisfaction. Recent industry reports reveal a striking 40% surge in passenger complaints since early 2024. Today's investigation takes you inside the operations of airlines that have consistently disappointed and frustrated their passengers. From carriers permanently grounded by regulators to budget airlines drowning in complaints, these cases expose critical failures in aviation management. By understanding these patterns, travelers can protect themselves from costly mistakes while the industry confronts uncomfortable truths about what happens when profit margins eclipse passenger welfare. The fatal collapse of Vopas Airlines. Brazilian regional carrier Vopas Airlines met its permanent shutdown in June 2025 after regulators discovered the airline had operated nearly 3,000 flights without completing mandatory safety inspections. The crisis began following a devastating August 2024 crash that killed 62 people when an ATR turboprop entered an unrecoverable flat spin near São Paulo. Brazil's aviation authority ANAC suspended operations in March 2025 after discovering systematic non-compliance with safety requirements. The agency identified 20 unfulfilled mandatory inspections across the fleet, revealing a catastrophic breakdown in internal safety mechanisms. What made Vopas particularly dangerous was unisolated mistakes, but management's consistent inability to detect and correct operational risks. The permanent license revocation marked one of South America's most significant regulatory enforcement actions. Tunisia's global reputation crisis. Tunisair earned the unwelcome distinction of ranking dead last among 109 airlines in AirHelp's comprehensive 2024 global survey, scoring an abysmal 3.63 out of 10. The North African carrier's dismal performance stems from catastrophic punctuality problems, with passengers routinely reporting delays of 3 hours or more becoming normalized experiences. What makes Tunisia's situation particularly troubling is how Tunisian carriers occupied the bottom 3 positions globally, with sister airline Nouvelair placing third worst worldwide. Travelers consistently report vague communication, impossibly slow customer service, aging aircraft, and a pervasive sense that passenger concerns simply don't matter. The company operates without functional digital services for many basic functions, still processing boarding passes manually in an era when such practices seem deliberately archaic. America's budget nightmare carrier Spirit Airlines continues dominating complaint statistics among United States carriers, with passengers filing 12.8 complaints per 100,000 travelers in 2024. The ultra-low-cost carrier charges fees for virtually everything, including seat selection, carry-on bags, and even printing boarding passes, transforming advertised bargain fares into surprisingly expensive journeys. Frontier Airlines similarly frustrates travelers with aggressive fee structures and consistently poor customer service ratings, while Allegiant Air presents a peculiar mixed record. Allegiant reports the nation's lowest baggage mishandling rate yet suffers from terrible punctuality with only 71.8% on-time arrivals. The combination of hidden fees, unexpected charges, and frequent delays creates experiences where initial savings evaporate into frustration. When service excellence disappears, American Airlines operates as one of Earth's largest carriers yet consistently underperforms in customer satisfaction surveys, with passengers frequently encountering cramped seating, extended delays, and impersonal service. The airline faces criticism for overselling flights and offering minimal compensation during disruptions, practices eroding passenger trust steadily. United Airlines presents similar contradictions, offering extensive route networks and nearly 80% on-time arrivals while simultaneously posting one of industry's worst cancellation rates at 1.35%. The carrier also leads mishandled baggage statistics with 6.4 bags per 1,000 passengers experiencing problems. Both airlines demonstrate how established legacy carriers can lose sight of service fundamentals when pursuing growth metrics. Canada's disappointing flag carrier, Air Canada, remains among North America's lowest-rated major airlines, particularly struggling with domestic route punctuality and passenger communication during disruptions. Travelers express persistent frustration with vague updates, glacially slow customer service responses, lost baggage incidents, and uncomfortable cabins on aging aircraft. Even passengers paying premium cabin fares report disappointing experiences, failing to justify significantly higher prices. The airline's reputation continues deteriorating throughout 2025 despite fleet modernization efforts. The growing disconnect between Air Canada's promises and actual service delivery frustrates travelers who rightfully expect more from their national flag carrier. Many Canadian travelers now actively choose foreign carriers when possible. Europe's budget carrier struggles. Wizz Air earned recognition as the United Kingdom's worst airline for delays during 2024, with average wait times exceeding 30 minutes and thousands of passengers facing disruptions without proper assistance. The Hungarian carrier's rapid expansion across Europe hasn't translated into improved passenger experiences, as aggressive fee structures and poor communication dominate customer complaints. The airline markets itself as reliable and affordable, yet actual experiences frequently fall dramatically short of these promotional promises. Wizz Air's growth trajectory clearly outpaces its ability to maintain acceptable quality standards. Industry analysts note that this pattern represents a broader challenge facing European budget carriers struggling to balance expansion ambitions with service quality maintenance. The hidden costs of cutting corners are legion. Air presents perhaps the most interesting case study in modern budget aviation's contradictions. The carrier boasts impressive statistics including the nation's lowest baggage mishandling rate and zero passenger bumping incidents during 2024. However, these achievements can't overcome the airline's catastrophic punctuality problems. Passengers report that Allegiant's extreme cost-cutting extends beyond eliminating free amenities to creating genuinely uncomfortable travel experiences. The carrier recently made headlines getting priced out of Los Angeles International Airport due to rising costs, while Allegiant remains safer regarding cancellations and baggage handling. Frequent delays combined with hidden fees create travel experiences where bargain prices come with significant hidden costs. Lessons from aviation's troubled carriers. These cases reveal consistent patterns distinguishing problematic airlines from quality carriers. Safety shortcuts eventually catch up with operators like Vopas, where systematic failures culminated in permanent shutdown. Budget carriers like Spirit, Frontier, and Allegiant demonstrate how aggressive cost reduction without maintaining service fundamentals creates passenger experiences that generate complaints rather than loyalty. Even major established carriers like American United and Air Canada prove that size and history don't guarantee quality when management loses focus on passenger needs. The common thread connecting these troubled carriers is prioritizing short-term financial metrics over building sustainable operations centered on reliability, safety, and genuine customer care. Your voice shapes aviation's future. This investigation through troubled airlines reveals patterns every traveler should recognize before booking their next journey. From carriers shut down permanently over safety violations to major airlines struggling with basic service delivery. These examples demonstrate that lowest advertised price doesn't guarantee satisfactory travel experiences. We strongly encourage you to share your own airline experiences in the comments section below. Which carriers have disappointed you, and which consistently exceed expectations? If you found this documentary investigation valuable, please subscribe to the World Documentaries and click the like button to support our continuing investigations. Join our growing community exploring fascinating subjects from aviation challenges to global issues shaping our increasingly interconnected world. Thank you for watching, and may your future travels be safe and comfortable.